Hi. A number of years ago, I worked for a church in Australia, and the pastoral team, we were about five, were working on a new mission statement for the church. And someone came up with this one: to reach our world by growing in faith, offering hope, and acting in love, which kind of embodied all of the values that we had of the church. But I thought there was something missing. And so I said to them, to reach our world for Richmond Football Club, growing in faith, offering hope, and acting in love. Now, I was doing that as a crazy example and thinking, growing in faith that we're going to get better and be a better team than we've been. Offering hope because Richo, our full forward, is going to kick a whole lot more goals this year. And acting in love because we really love Richmond Football Club. Members have hung in there for years despite no success. Lots of people, the Richmond Football Club was their goal, their God. And they idolised, and even despite all of the failures, they still hung in there as supporters and really got very emotional every week when they got beaten, but it became an idol. My reading this morning was from Exodus chapters 32 to 34, and it was about Moses being up on the mountain at Mount Sinai, and he's getting the 10 Commandments from God. And while he's there, the Israelites are down at the foot of the mountain, turning all their earrings and gold necklaces and things into a golden calf they set up as a god that they would worship and have as the centre of their being almost. Now, God could see what they were up to and he wasn't happy at all. And Moses came down and broke the tablets that he had the 10 Commandments on the ground and was furious. But he went back to God and pleaded that God would give them another chance. Idolatry was the very first of those commandments. Thou shalt not have any other gods. And that's very clear. In the New Testament, Paul picks up on that, and in Romans chapter 1 verse 25 he says, they exchanged the truth of God for a lie and worshipped and served created things rather than the Creator. Now, the Encyclopedia Britannica describes idolatry as the worship of someone or something other than God as though it were God. And in Colossians 3 verse 5, Paul says, put to death therefore whatever belongs to your earthly nature, sexual immorality, impurity, lust, evil desires, and greed, which is idolatry. It doesn't have to be a physical thing that we idolise. We can idolise lust and evil desires and greed. There are many modern day idols that we have in our lives, or can have in our lives. Self-centeredness, money. Lots of people idolise money. They just want to get more and more because they think the more money they have, the better off they'll be. And so they just idolise money. They strive to get more and more possessions, new things all of the time. Career success can be an idol. That someone can be just so fixated on promotion and success in their career that's what they worship. For other people, it can be technology and entertainment, sport, fame. All of those things can become idols. One that's really dangerous is physical appearance. There are people who idolise the way they look so that others will think that they're wonderful and they're attractive and beautiful, and for some people that can lead to really bad sicknesses, and so idolatry can take many different forms and is a real problem in the world these days, and it takes people away from God. So how do we overcome it? What does God want us to do? God wants us to worship him, and we can do that best by developing a lifestyle of praise and thanksgiving, where every day when we get up, we just begin thanking God for who he is, thanking him for what he's done, praising him for just his incredible being of what he has done and what he does for us. And as we carry that throughout the day, idolatry is going to be far from us. So my encouragement to you is develop a worship and praise and thanksgiving lifestyle, and idolatry will not be a problem for you. I hope this blesses you in some way. Bye.